Right, here we go. I am in Germany, in Neustadt. It's the 11th of August, and in this video I would like to share a question that a client of mine asked himself, and it's what is important and what is not important in the investing process. And one thing that is very important to think about when investing is like a lot of clients of mine ask me, where do I start? Where do I start to research? And where do I start the investment process? And what industry, where do I start? Do I take tech stocks, or do I take a high growing industry? And my answer is always the same: to start with industries that are very easy to understand. And I always say or recommend to my clients to start with the restaurant industry, because the restaurant industry, there's not a lot of moving parts, and it's also not really complicated to understand the restaurant industry. Because if you think about it, what variables are there? There's pretty much how many restaurants does the business open, how many people come through the door, and how big is the check size. So how much do they order and how big is the bill? So I always recommend customers who want to learn how to invest to start with the restaurant industry. And there are very good businesses in the restaurant industry. And I think if you think about our 4 steps, it's circle of competence, it's a company with a very strong moat, and management which is capable but also skilled in taking on debt and also reinvesting profits and the debt that they took on. And the last part is that you want to buy $1 for 50 cents, and basically buy stocks and assets with a margin of safety. So what I always try to explain to my clients, it's the easier if you have a stock that is not very complicated. For example, if you invest in something like Alibaba, which I think Alibaba has 500 subsidiaries, then it's very hard to understand all the moving parts. And the more complex it gets, the more difficult is it to do an investment where you're really making a return. So I always pick stocks where the moving parts are simple to understand. A really good anecdote for this is, if you look at stocks, you're really trying to find assets where your required rate of return, let's say you want to make 15% in the stock market with a margin of safety of 50%, then you try to find vehicles or companies or moving parts that are very easy to understand, and also the companies don't have to do a lot to earn you that return. For example, I always compare this to, let's say, a jumper. And let's say you place a bet, and the bet is that you look at the jumper and you are, okay, this guy is able to jump over a small hurdle, let's say half a meter. If you find something like this, a bet, and you really need to just have little requirements, well, this is a good investment, because in order for you to win, so to speak, you don't need something spectacular to happen in order for you to win this bet. So this is the reason why it's not always necessary when you invest like this to find complicated situations. You can find investments that are very simple, very boring, and very not discovered in a sense, right? And that's why it also pays to be patient, and also to study a lot, to read a lot of annual reports, to really understand and digest a lot of information. I think Warren Buffett is reading 4 to 6 hours a day, and with that habit he's able to digest a lot of information, and he's pretty much advising new investors to be a learning machine, not only compound money but also compound information. Because Warren Buffett is saying the better investor you are, the better of a businessman you are, and the better of a businessman you are, the better investor you are. So it's very important that you digest a lot of information, and it's very important that you really know what is your circle of competence. Where do you have an informational edge, or an edge that you really understand the industry or this company? And if you're interested in having somebody who's guiding you through this whole process of learning how to invest, I'd be willing to help you. I have still a lot of spots available with clients I help with investing, and twice a week I have a call with my students who want to learn how to invest, and I go with them and I create a watch list of 10 companies, and we go step by step through the whole process of learning how to invest. And if you're interested in that, then please contact me via this video, or shoot me an email, or write me a comment below. And yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe, share this video, and I see you in the next video.